Hi, just showing you a dish that I use to break our rice streak, as we are a Kiwi and Filipino household and the kids sometimes get sick of eating rice. And these are our ingredients. I would say this is a cheap and easy meal because we don't really use a whole bag of spinach or mushroom. We usually use that for other dish as well. So a bag usually gives us two dishes that would feed the whole family. Then same with the mushroom, and then we have put the olive oil and salt before. Now it's ready for the pasta, and just leave the pasta cooking. And you might have noticed that I didn't really use all of the capsicum because it's so expensive, so I used a quarter. And also, of course, a lot of salt and sorry, garlic and onion, because it's why not. And I've used a $10 pack chicken tenderloin pack from Mad Butcher that we bought. Just diced it to make it go further, and then just olive oil again. We're just gonna get our garlic and onion, stir a bit, and leave it to sweat out. And while we do that, drain our pasta, let it sit, and stir it just because you don't really want to burn this. And I have pre-marinated my chicken with soy sauce. That's obviously optional, you don't have to do that, but I like to do it so I don't have to add any more salt to the dish because the pasta is already salted. Just have to keep stirring that, just make sure that it's well cooked throughout. You don't really want bits that are not cooked, do we? It's chicken after all. And just let it sit, and we're gonna add our mushroom and capsicum, stir, let it sweat again, but not too long that it's gonna burn or get all soggy. So, and then notice, well, I'm gonna put a liter of cream because we usually freeze our cream when we do bulk, or it's a leftover from an event that we had previously and we don't really want to throw it, so we freeze it. And it's no really point using half and then putting it back or throwing it away. So we're just gonna simmer it and let it reduce to half of its original volume. If you have high cholesterol, maybe you could opt for a light cream, but it might take a while for it to reduce, obviously. Um, just, yeah, usually I use 500 ml, but because I've defrosted the whole liter, I'm gonna use that, and just gonna reduce it longer this time. And then when it's ready, it's almost half the volume, and you might notice that it will be thicker. Oh, look, my baby's just come. He's one mummy. And we're gonna add some spinach. I just used half of that bag, diced it, and this is what I had. And just let it simmer further again, and put it in low heat at this time, low to medium heat depending because what stovetop you're using. I'm ceramic, so it's an old one, so it takes a while for the heat to be well distributed. Just mix it occasionally, make sure it's not burned at the bottom, and slowly add your pasta linguine. I didn't cook it so much because, as you can see, we have enough liquid for it to absorb, and you don't want it to get all mushy. So follow the packet's instruction. And then I'm gonna add some cheese here. It's not really a must, but it does add a bit of texture and what do you call it, stickiness onto your pasta. And this is what it comes out with. If you're gonna opt to use cheese, you can use parmesan. I think that's most pasta dishes used in a way, and I don't have any, so I just use cheddar. And yeah, the full cream, you can see that glistening fat there. So I wouldn't recommend using full fat, let alone a liter of it, if you have high cholesterol or any heart problems. This is not for dish for though for you, but this satisfies my boys. It fills them up, and it feeds all, even the baby, five of us, and some more leftover for lunches for the next day. So yeah, it's cheap, I would guess. If you look at that way, you have a dinner and you have some lunches for two